As you have seen from the video footage side by side, results are very similar for both phones in 1080p. But in 4K, the P20 Pro loses the fight completely due to the lack of any type of stabilization. Oneplus has a much smoother 4K video. Tables flip when it comes to slow motion, the Oneplus having pretty much garbage video quality. And now onto the daylight photos. I will give you the main spoiler as I can't help myself. OnePlus 6 is good, real good. In some instances, it can even manage to outperform the camera from the P20 Pro, and that's a great achievement from a phone that costs almost half the price. From the first set of photos, we can see that OnePlus has better dynamic range, and this will be seen throughout the entire comparison. Other differences are not noticeable in this first set. Second set of photos, again, OnePlus has better dynamic range, and this time it does better than Huawei in colors representation too, P20 Pro photos being slightly too warm. Details are comparable on all three shots. Just a little disclaimer why we used 40 megapixels with no AI and 10 megapixels with master AI enabled. The 40 megapixels photos are the most accurate that Huawei can deliver when it comes to colors and sharpness. The 10 megapixels photos being most of the time much too overprocessed in terms of colors and sharpness. Third set of the comparison, and this time OnePlus not only has better exposure, but this time the thorns on the cactus are sharper too. Not by much, but still noticeable. And better details you will see in the next two sets of photos too, even if all shots were taken using the same focusing spot. Here, all three photos have similar level of details and exposure, but color tones are different. Huawei leans towards the colder side, while OnePlus has warmer photos. Look at the dynamic range of the OnePlus here, it is much better than Huawei's, with more detailed clouds and better colors in the sky. Also, the AI photo on the P20 Pro completely messes up the colors, oversaturating the greens. Details are good on all three photos. The flower is well exposed and has good colors in all three photos, and details is also very similar. Surprisingly, the AI did not ruin the photo here, even if it recognized the flower preset. Again, OnePlus has slightly better details in the shadows, but this time the 40 megapixel photo of the Huawei has nicer depth of field, with better blurred backgrounds. The OnePlus photo seems a bit too busy, and the AI photo of the Huawei again exaggerated the greens. Color accuracy is a mess in the AI photo, making everything blue. Here the colors again are much better on the OnePlus photo, but at least the 40 megapixel photo of the P20 Pro got the colors of the cars right. But surprisingly, even if it uses a much greater resolution, the photo is the softest one with less details. Now this is one of the few sets of photos that give the win to Huawei, having better details. The colors are again slightly warm, but this time they look good. OnePlus 6 photo is a bit washed out, smudging fine details. Things are back to normal, with the OnePlus photo having more natural colors and better detail and sharpness. On the flip side, P20 Pro photos have a nicer shallow depth of field thanks to the larger sensor it uses. Here, the OnePlus 6 loses in front of Huawei with a photo that has less detail, some of the leaves blending one into another. But still, dynamic range is better again on the OnePlus. Surprisingly, the AI photo does a better job with the full resolution photo of Huawei, with sharper details and more vibrant colors, without going overboard with the saturation. Now, for the last photos of the comparison, before we go to the selfie camera. Again we see the AI photo destroying colors with a much too evident blue hue. The 40 megapixel does a better job, but still OnePlus 6 takes the win with the more natural colors, better dynamic range and similar levels of details. To conclude, OnePlus did an amazing job not only delivering almost the same level of details as the Huawei, but colors and dynamic range were most of the times better. As for Huawei, please scrap the Master AI option right to the trash where it belongs. Finishing the video with a selfie photo. Sorry for my husband's ugly face, but he doesn't have another, so it will just have to do. Even in the selfie department, in daylight, OnePlus has better details and color. So guys, I hope you liked our video and found it useful in deciding which phone has the better camera in daylight. My husband and I were surprised how good the OnePlus 6 camera was, but also we are aware that the P20 Pro will have its revenge in low light, where it had no rival until now. Until that video, we wish you all the best, like and subscribe to our channel, Facebook and Instagram pages so we can keep creating videos for you guys.